So my name is Kelvin, I'm 26 years old, and I'm healing myself from something that traditional doctors cannot heal. And it's a chronic pain disorder that I am struggling with since I was, I think, 13 years old. When I was 13, I had a little incident, and after that, I developed very intense pain in my back, and then it kept spreading throughout the left side of my body, the upper side of my body, and I just basically never got rid of it. So I still have it until this day, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. It was getting, let me correct myself, it was getting worse and worse until I decided that I was going to heal this monster that was killing me, making me depressed, making me addicted to all kinds of dirty painkillers that are just killing you, literally. And so many years of just doing things that are very bad for myself and for people around me, because I was suffering. So at some point I decided that it was enough suffering, and I'm going to do something about it. So I started looking, and I went to many hospitals, many places, many holistic doctors also. I went as far to even put a video online on TikTok. While I'm quite well known on TikTok, I'm not super duper famous, but if I post something, it gets views. So I posted some video on TikTok, and it got like 500,000 views, and it got me like 20,000 DMs over the span of 2 weeks. 20,000 people giving me advices on what to do with my pain. So I wrote all of it down, all of the things that people told me to do, which I had not done yet. And I just wrote all of it down, and I went and I tried everything. I literally tried every single thing. Nothing worked. Nothing even brought me release. It was just the same. And it destroyed me mentally to a point where I was depressed and I was suicidal, and I thought to myself, I just cannot do it anymore. The whole left side of my body is just, it's hurting so much. And when I go to a doctor, or when I go to some massage therapist or some Thai massage therapist that's doing it for 50, 60 years, if I go to some holistic doctor, some whatever, I went to so many places, and then these professionals are telling you they've never seen something similar, and they have no idea how to heal you. It just makes things worse, because it takes away all of your hope, and you want to have hope because you want to fight. You know, when you are telling yourself, I'm going to heal this thing, and I'm gonna go anywhere and everywhere I possibly can to find a solution for my pain, and then you do that, and then you just cannot find a solution, that's literally what's destroying you. That was at least what was destroying me. So I stopped doing that. I told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna go and look for any doctor anymore. I'm done with doctors, you know. So I tried the herbal way, plant medicine, and I looked for the best shaman that I could find, and I went there, and I did some healing ceremonies with some plant medicine, and the shaman called it kakua. What's in there, I have no idea, to be honest. I tried that, and it didn't work, but it showed me that there are alternative other ways how people heal the body than most doctors do. And it's not just, oh, here you have some herbs, here you have some medicine, and poof, you're healed. No, it's a very, very complex thing that's connected with each other. Like, it's your food, it's your mind, it's the movements of the body, it's the medicine that you're getting, it's how you're being spiritually, it's about the actions you do. It's almost like it's religious. Everything is connected in this life. Your actions and literally everything. And I am someone, I think very highly of myself in terms of my intelligence. I think that I'm quite an intelligent person. And for me, as an intelligent person, it just clicked. It just clicked for me. I was like, yeah, this is like making sense, you know? So I kept going in that direction, plant medicine. And eventually the shaman told me, you know what? Come to South America and do ayahuasca with me. It will help you. And as you know, when you are dying from pain and you have no other option, you would do anything. So I thought to myself, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do ayahuasca. So I went to South America and I went to the shaman's house and we did a 10-day retreat and we did a few ayahuasca sessions and we wrapped it up with some kakua session. And in the second session, I think, in the second session, ayahuasca took away my pain completely. For the first time in my life, I had a day where I didn't felt any pain. Nothing. Just, I was pain-free for one day. My second ayahuasca session. And then it slowly started to come back. Not 100% like how it was, but it just came back a little bit, you know, in the days following after it was gone. And then the shaman told me, you know, you have to become a very good person and then the pain will go away. You have seen that it's possible. You know what ayahuasca can do. It's not only ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is just one doctor, and there are many other doctors in the world of the plants and plant medicine, and we can definitely heal you, but you have to do the right thing in life. And I didn't. I went back home and I just continued my life as how I was living. And I was not holy. I was not the worst person on earth, but I was definitely not holy. So I got my pain back and it got even worse. Eventually, I thought by myself after a year of suffering again, you know what? I will do ayahuasca again. So I texted the shaman because I saw that he was, for some reason, nothing is a coincidence as you know, for some reason he was close to where I was. So I texted him and I was like, yo, I need a healing. And he told me, yeah, you need a very big healing. We cannot do one session, you need to do a retreat again. So I took a retreat again. And I did ayahuasca again. And this time, it crushed me completely. It crushed my ego to to the ground. It literally showed me who I really am and what I was doing wrong and how I can become a better person. And it also showed me that it cannot perform miracles on me if I am not worth performing a miracle for. And it just doesn't work like that. You cannot just pay a shaman and expect him to command ayahuasca to heal you, because ayahuasca can only heal you if you are really worthy of healing. There are no cheat codes in life. You cannot cheat yourself through life when you are responsible for your pain. Everything and anything you experience in life is connected to your karma, or you created it, or it's from your past life and you have karma from your past life. but it's from you. And as long as you cannot take responsibility for the things that you're going through, you cannot fix it. The first step is taking responsibility, and then the second step is actually burning through the karma and becoming actually a good person, and actually doing something good for humanity, and doing something good for the people that are around you, and being kind for yourself and respecting yourself as well, and not lying and being like an honest person, you know, and not hating and not hurting anyone, not even thinking bad about anyone. Just being humble. And then the miracles can be performed on you. So, okay, it took me 4 ayahuasca sessions before I realized that I needed to really, really work on myself. So I told ayahuasca, you know what? It's okay. I will do anything. Anything, it doesn't matter. I will do anything that it takes to heal, because I am done. I am completely done with being in pain every day, suffering every day, making the same mistakes every day, day by day. I'm just done with it. Wow. I didn't know there were fucking... What the fuck? I didn't know there were trucks passing by in the field. Like, it's a very small, very narrow road, and you have big trucks like this passing by on a bicycle. Bicycles track? Yeah, I think so. Well, whatever. So I told ayahuasca, okay, I will do anything. I'm done with it. You know, only positive love and light will not push you over the edge of literally changing your life, but pain will. Believe me, if you are suffering from pain for 10 years or more than 10 years, and you went through hell, believe me, at some point you will be done. And at some point you will be like, I will do anything, and I will try anything to heal from the pain. Or you just end your life, or you just end your life. You just end it yourself. You know, you have 2 options. Either you keep trying, you keep fighting, or you just give up. And there are 2 different ways of giving up. Also, you can give up in a good way, or you can give up in a bad way. When you give up in a good way, there's again a fucking vehicle here. Like, what the fuck, man? If you give up in a good way, it can be positive for you, because then you're just gonna be like, well, you know what? I'm kind of done with suffering, and I'm just gonna be okay with it. And I'm just gonna live with what I have, and I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna make the best out of life, and I'm gonna, you know, live a healthy life and just do what I can do. But I accept what I have, and I'm okay, and I'm not gonna fight it. That's a good, positive way. Or you can give up in a way like, you know, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna fuck up my life completely because it is already fucked up and it cannot get worse anymore, and if I die, I don't care. So that's a bad way, you know? So then the shaman told me after my sessions, okay, it took you a very long time before you realized that you were kind of fucked up. And as long as you're kind of fucked up, your karma is too high, and we cannot heal. We cannot heal you if your karma is too high. I have to cross the road for a second. I have to cross the road for a second. Okay. So as long as I hope that the sound is still okay, because the wind is crazy. So yeah, the shaman told me it took you a very long time before you realize that you're kind of fucked up and you need to change yourself, because if your karma is too high, life cannot perform miracles on you. God cannot do it. Nothing can do it for you, because that's just not how life works. You cannot cheat in life. And because I found humility, and because I'm willing to become humble, ayahuasca said, okay, we're going to heal you step by step. And then the shaman told me, you are gonna do a dieta, they call it. It's basically a very sober diet. And you drink herbs. You drink herbs like bobisana or something else. It depends, you know, but you're gonna drink herbs, and at the same time you're gonna do a very, very sober diet. And for like at least 1.5 months or 2 or 3 months, it depends. And you do that multiple times. And during your dieta, you also cannot use technology. You cannot watch movies. You cannot be on Instagram. You can, I think you can make videos like this, but that's like the edge, you know, that's like the edge. And then the plants can heal my body. So what I'm gonna do is, I am going to, by the way, during my last ayahuasca session, the pain got strongly reduced. It's not gone, but I would say like 50% is already gone, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I have a lot of gratitude and a lot of respect for the work that ayahuasca performed on me, even though it's like 50%. 50% is a lot when you have a lot of pain. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my process during my dietas and how my pain is recovering. And something that I also found out is that you can heal anything. I genuinely believe that you can heal anything. There is nothing that's not curable if you are willing to do everything. You know, anything is curable if you are willing to do anything. And especially with plants, especially with herbs, especially when you have a good shaman, and when you really do what it takes to make this whole system work for you. Because it's not only a medicine, it's a whole system. This world and this reality goes way deeper than you might think. It's a whole system, and you need to be able to nurture every single aspect of the system to make it flow and then heal you. So, and you need to dissolve your karma. I don't know if I say it right. Dissolve your karma, yeah. You need to be able to get rid of your karma if you have any. And you need to be able to be honest with yourself and look yourself in the mirror and actually see, like, do I actually deserve a miracle? Because if you don't, then make yourself worthy and miracles might happen. Peace out, guys. I will make new videos very soon and keep you updated in my process. Ciao.